Hi, you are going to lose your current job, and if you're a fresher and you've applied for your dream job and you are about to get an offer letter, you may not get that offer letter. And if you're someone who is already in the job and trying to change to a new one, you may not get that offer also. Not because you are not skilled, not because you're not performing well, not even because of the global economy slowdown, but because of background verification. Hello, my name is Tapash and my channel name is EduQuester. So let's deep dive more into this subject and understand what is background verification. If you ask any corporate employee, do you know about background verification? Their answer would be definitely yes, we know about background verification. But the knowledge is at a very high level. I'm very sure they're not even aware of what happens in background verification in most of the cases, and how their positive report can turn into negative and how they can avoid negative report. So let us deep dive more into this subject and understand first what is background verification. So background verification, background, G-R-O-U-N-D, ground verification, F-I-C-A-T-I-O-N. So what is background verification? So background verification is a process of finding out who you are. Are you the same person whom you're claiming to be, or is there anything else about you? So it's the process, and in this process there are multiple checks are done to find out who you are. So the next question is, why background verification? So why, W-H-Y, why background verification? In today's world, you cannot judge a person by looking at their face. The crime rates have increased, the forgeries have increased. You do not know a person whatever they have written on the resume is true or not true. So that is the reason why background verification is required. The next question is, when background verification is required? When, W-H-E-N, when background verification is required. So background verification is required in multiple cases. If you are someone who is applying for a new job, then background verification is required. If you are someone who has applied for passport, then background verification is required. To an extent, in future, you would find the background verification becoming very strong even for visa. Or if you are someone who is going from India to overseas, in the current situation, the background verification is not very strong, but it is going to be stronger in future if you want to move from India to some other country or from some other country to India. These are the few reasons why background verification is must. Even to an extent in future, even for school admission, I would not be surprised if the school says, okay, we would do a background verification about you and your family. I would not be surprised. But mostly background verification is done when you are changing your job, maybe from your current organization to another organization, or you are a fresher and you have applied for a new job. That's when the company goes ahead and does the background verification about you. The next question is, what happens in background verification? So again, this is a big subject, but let me try to explain you at a, not a high level. I would try to go a little deeper, but still I would try to keep it very brief. So what happens in background verification? Let's say you applied for a job in TCS and you got the job. Now, TCS do not know whether whatever you have claimed during the interview or on the resume is true. So starting with your name, you may say my name is this, but is it true? So for that they will ask for document. You may say that I have worked for 10 companies. They'll ask for documents. Or I have this qualification, that qualification. They'll ask for documents. Now they will take these documents and they will give it to a background verification company. Yes, there are different background verification company internationally as well as domestic company. Now they will give your document. If at all you have worked in India, then they will give the document to a verification company who is based out of India or does domestic verification. Or if you are someone who has applied for a job in USA, then that company will give your document to an international verification company. What they would do, if you say that I am a BTech and you have done this BTech from so-and-so university or so-and-so college, they will reach out to that college to validate whether the certificates are genuine or not. let's say you have said on your resume that I have worked for 5 different companies, and they will reach out to each of these companies depending on what is the requirement. For example, if you have 10 years of experience, but the company expects at least the latest 5 years to be verified, then the latest 5 years experience would be verified. They will reach out to the HR of those companies wherever you have worked and ask them whether you have actually worked in those companies or not, and what was your designation, what was the salary, how was your behavior, and there are other things also. Apart from this, they will also check in the court website, do you have any criminal record? They will also check your address wherever you have lived in the last 5 years or the last 6 years, last 10 years, depending on the company's norms and policies. And they will go and seek your feedback, whether your behavior was good or was there any problem. They will even go to the local police station to find out, is there any criminal record against you? So these are the things which happens in background verification. Now, let us understand who does the background verification. So if you have applied for TCS, TCS is not doing their background verification. TCS has outsourced this job to another company. Or if you have applied for HCL and you got the opportunity. So HCL is not doing the background verification by themselves. HCL has outsourced this job to another company. 99% of the time, an organization must have outsourced this job to a verification company who has the expertise in doing the verification. So there are many background verification companies. Let us take a look at the 5 topmost background verification company based on the data found in Google as well as my experience. And I have the experience of how background verification is done, what happens in background verification. Bottom line, I can say that I have end-to-end knowledge about background verification. All right, so let us learn about the top 5 background verification company. Number one, I would say is HireRight. 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 Number 2, FADV in short. So first Advantage Services. SERVICES services. Number 3, Sterling. 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 Number 4, it is Accurate. SCCURATE. Accurate. Number 5, according to me, this is one of our domestic company, but they also do international verification, is NEEYAMO. NEEYAMO. And I have managed the operation of this top 4 company. So that is the reason I have the experience of background verification, and I know what happens in background verification. So apart from this 5 companies, there are many companies in the market, KPMG, and then you have Othbridge, and there are many other companies who does background verification. But based on the data and based on my observation and experience, I would rate them as the top 5 background verification company because the volume what they manage is really high. You may find many videos about background verification on YouTube, but no one is talking about background verification from an end-to-end perspective. Everyone has prepared their video at a very high level. In my background verification series, I am going to teach you everything end-to-end, and you will understand what you need to do to avoid negative background verification. I'll also give you the tips and tricks how you can always get a positive report whenever background verification happens. If you have liked my content and if you want to learn, then click on the subscribe button. Please share my video with your friends and family. And if you have any question, just leave your question in the comment section and I shall get back to you. There are many who charges loads of money for this kind of content, but my content is free. I'm just looking for your support. And if you are supporting me, just click on the subscribe button. So thank you once again for watching my video and see you in the next episode.